channel of Future Tarot and to your twin flame reading. Clearing some karmic, wounds, connections between you and your twin flame. This will be for the Sun and Rising Venus signs of Libra. Whether you're in separation or in union with your twin flame, this reading will be for you. Sun and Rising and Venus signs, take what resonates with you and toss the universe what's not. It's not meant for you, and that's okay. I am going to use singing bowl, taking that deep breath in and exhaling whenever you feel so inclined to do so. That's just going to help balance your energies and set your intentions, okay? Let's get started. Peace, love, health, and wealth, Libra. Well, if your setup isn't sort of built for the long haul, it's being tested right now. Everything in connections, love, romance is really being tested in so many ways. And as if you're not sure if you're in twin flame connections, or that term into YouTube. If you like the content, please like, share, and subscribe. And stick with me to the end, because we're going to take out a twin flame ascension card that is going to be sure to resonate with your reading and offer some powerful insight, okay? As I was meditating on your energies, Libra, coming into your energy, we have 38 building blocks in reverse. Well, and immediately, we all know it, this is to me some sort of shaky foundation. It's in reverse, and I feel like recently, maybe in the recent past, your foundations felt very shaky within your twin flame connection. What cracks were there? What were leaking in? What was stopping this connection from going, further than it was? Twin flames offer that powerful dynamic of, of mirroring ourselves, good and bad, to each other. It's an energetic pull, right? And as you sort of heal each other's wounds, karmic, ancestral wounds, you guys will start to mirror those healed parts of yourselves, and you'll come back into connection on a very, healed whole self. Not everyone will work through that, because it is a tumultuous, hard energy to work through, right? It's not for the faint of heart, this twin flame connection. We have regeneration in reverse, Libra. I feel like don't be afraid to let go of what isn't working here. That doesn't mean your partner, but I feel like for some of you, this is necessarily not maybe your twin flame connection. Even though this is a twin flame title, I really felt strongly coming into this reading, this was more of a soulmate karmic energy. Whether, this is coming in before or after you met your soulmate, or this is somebody that's sort of, see how it fits for you. Endings are coming in many forms, right? And then understanding how they were are prevalent to you and your journey through finding your twin flame or being with your twin flame, and understanding, what your twin flame is going to feel like if you're not currently in it, right? There is definitely love after loss, right? We forget that sometimes when we get stuck in these painful journeys. We have going the distance. Your true love partner will go the distance. Love will conquer all, right? And if you've been questioning that, then your partner that will tell you a lot as well. We have heart. You begin to feel your heart beat faster when you were close. Absolutely. Admire. It's time to think of everything that you admire in your partner. And then we have love, and it conquers all, coming out for you. So I feel like you understand, Libra, the balance, the give and take, what you admire in a partner. But you also you understand what sort of is your do or dies in this relationship. What is, you're able to work through. The temptations that have led you, in the past, right? I feel like this is a situation that's about to be reborn, right? It's a positive one. You guys are probably going to come back into union if you're not in union right now. We're going to take out your energy, Libra, and then your partner's energy. Again, feel free to roll reverse. Do not force it to fit. It's coming in for Libra for the twin flame connection here. That Five of Pentacles, there's a little bit of conflict here. It could be around money or wealth. But Libra, poverty mindset, right? This could be poverty in terms of love, or feeling like this person's, not putting in, what is worth, what you're worth here. We have the Six of Wands coming out here, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Passion, it can be a rite of passage, a real moment of exploration of each other, right? We've got Judgment card coming out, that awakening. Can't show the cards for too long, they're a little on the racy side. That Judgment card, there's an awakening happening here for you, Libra, you know, of an epiphany, something that has to sort of change here in this dynamic that's not been working, you know, what's not been working. We have that World card coming out in reverse, completion, that's sort of wanting to come full circle under that Five of Pentacles. That Two of Cups in reverse coming out. Like I said, a union that is was, you know, very strong, a connection that feels a little bit ruptured in the moment, right? There's a little bit of pain there coming in with that Five of Pentacles and that Two of Cups in reverse. Ooh, we got way too many cards flying out there. We got that Tower card coming out underneath Judgment. So this is going to be an awakening. Like I said, a transformational time where things are going to be shaken and shifted. We have that Nine of Pentacles coming out in reverse. It could be around money or wealth, but this is, you know, your home life is a little bit shaken by the end of this week. We have that Ace of Swords in reverse, that Ten of Cups coming in, and the underlying energy. Somebody could be being tempted by something here. I'm going to break that Tower card and Judgment down here in 1 second. I just want to see what's coming out for your partner's energy. If you guys are going through the same thing, same universe, different altogether. What's coming in for Libra's partner's energy? Something may awaken you to initiate a Tower moment on your own here, right? Because you look at that World cards coming out in reverse. There's a completion that you're resisting here. And because the Two of Cups is in, you know, next to it, we have opening up here. Your partner's maybe going to be opening up in some way. Ooh, we got a lot of cards coming out here. Trust coming out, that Fool card. Then we have Simply Love, Six of Cups coming out, that nostalgia, looking at the past. We've got opportunity beckons coming out here for you, Four of Cups as well for your partner. Underneath that open up, which is also a 4. We have a 9, well-deserved reward coming out. I like that for you and your partner, love abounds. We have the Ace of Cups coming in underneath the Six of Cups. Love is coming back from your partner. There's a sense of, you know, repeating something here. That third eye chakra, like I said, there's an awakening here, an epiphany that's happening. And that could be just like that. I said, the sense of love, that love is conquering all here, working through the bullshit, the painful process. We've just breathed 3 4s coming out for your partner, 444, powerful angel number there. Listen and detach coming out here on the bottom of the deck, underlying energies. They could be resisting listening to what's being said here. Even for some of you, you know, oftentimes in relationships, we can stop listening to our partner, what's actually being said, because we're so busy trying to argue or defend something in one way or another that we're not actually hearing what's being said. Too many emotions being brought to the table, right, to see what's authentically, you know, calm and cool, collective, so we can process it, right? Can I verify that Judgment card for Libra? I just want to see. That Page of Swords, it could be information that puts you on the deep end. So you have the Empress in reverse. Seeing that this is not worth nurturing, 9 of Swords in reverse, a lot of sleepless nights coming in. The worry that just keeps you over and over questioning that. Can I clarify that Tower card, please? Clarify the Tower card. Why you're questioning this, I think, is because you don't understand. There's something you're not understanding. The worry that you, the Five of Cups here in reverse. You knew you need to walk away from this. The Two of Wands in reverse. And that Five of Swords. Like if someone's got their hands behind their back, essentially. There's a betrayal that you don't see coming that leads to this Tower moment that sort of actualized into being. It could be a conflict that sort of sets things into being here. And then it sort of sets that awakening, that judgment to happen in where you're sort of like, okay, now I see this. Now I see what happens. This is what has been holding me back. This is what I couldn't see in order to let this completion happen here. And in regards to that Two of Cups, I feel like you've definitely been through the loss, the disappointment, the worry, the sleepless nights. They've kept you wondering, probably even up at night wondering about, you know, where they are, what they're doing. There's a lot of animosity there. There's that betrayal. Sneaky, right? And, you know, that's clarifying the Tower with that Five of Cups, right? There's despair, there's pain, there's heartbreak there. And they're sort of, you know, capitalizing on that in a sense. In a way, you know, there was a sense of, they didn't care who was getting hurt in this energy. Whoever this Five of Swords is energy, the sneaky energy that's kind of trying to stab you in your back. It may not be your partner, but there is that energy that will sort of initiate this Tower moment. This could be an opening up of somebody's self here. I feel like there's an opportunity that beckons, but you see there's a shameful energy around him. His back is turned, right? He's got to let go of something. There's a despair, there's pain in that Four of Cups, right? He has to look past that. You have to just breathe through it. And I feel like trusting, I feel like your partner could be telling you something this week, Libra, that will make you question a lot about this relationship, whether you want to continue. This could be the real authentic, you know, thing that comes out to sort of, you know, shake things up, right? Just breathe through it. But there's that well-deserved reward. I feel like they almost feel like because they didn't lie in some way to you, they deserve some sort of reward for that, or I keep hearing good behavior. The Tower card coming out again. This is something that has to be stripped away. This is not meant, right? And the thing about soulmates and karmics is they often will have some powerful, painful lessons attached to them. Ones that'll set us all into a moment of reflection. And that's the way I think this is supposed to happen for you. As painful as this is a realization of what isn't authentic, what isn't real, what you've been fighting for believing in a connection that may not have been as strong or necessarily as you thought, right? This may not have been your twin flame. And I'm carefully saying that because this is definitely all signs kind of leading to this epiphany that, you know, that person was kind of meant to teach you something, right? A season, a reason, or a lifetime, right? On the bottom of the deck, that Three of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles. There's a lot of despair, loneliness, painful endings. So lots of energy here that needs to be healing and felt through it. But I don't necessarily see a lot of people being willing to do that. Taking a look at your twin flame card, you have 3-3. Soulmate, clearing those karmic wounds. You know what I'm saying? This is exactly what I'm saying. We're going to read it from the book. And you can take your sort of discernment from there, okay? A soulmate feels very familiar because you spent many lifetimes together. Typically, a soulmate relationship is thought to be a romantic connection, whether you experience love at first sight, fall deeply in love, get married with hopes of living happily ever after. However, these kindred spirits can also have various types of relationships: romantic, spouse, siblings, parent, child, or even best friends. Soulmates not only help you personally evolve, but also spiritually grow. Breaking old, heartfelt bonds leaves your heart feeling shattered, helping you clear your core karma. Untangling these web-like connections feels endless because you have spent many lifetimes together. This makes moving forward without them very hard and extremely painful. This card indicates that you're completing soul contracts with your soulmates, and the experiences you're going through represents karmic clearing from previous timelines. The deep pain that you are feeling is triggering past life experiences so that you can unravel the bonds you have with these teachers. It also helps you identify and clear karmic patterns, ensuring that you do not repeat these patterns in the future. Until next time, I wish your heart a whole bunch of healing, Libra. Get out there and live your best, most authentic life, one that leads you to the path of your truest soulmate, your twin flame. Until next time, Namaste.